What's up, y'all? Today we're gonna be reacting to 6 most disturbing forest encounters caught on camera by Chillin' Scares. Now, I don't know if I told y'all or not, but I built like a little underground bunker type deal in the woods before, and actually I gotta go check on that. Yeah, I gotta go check on that, make sure it's still sturdy. But anyway, yeah, while we was building it, I think I might have told y'all this story already. But me and my homeboy, we was out and it was getting dark, and then like we just heard like some trees breaking and shit. And so then me, I try to rationalize stuff. So I'm like, hey, maybe it's a squirrel. But then it happened again, and he was like, nah, that's too big to be a damn squirrel. And then it sounded like it was getting closer. So we hopped out the little pit because we was still digging, and I'm just sitting there still, like just being still as hell. And then it sounded like it was getting even closer. So, man, I think I told y'all we had the chainsaw, but the chainsaw was dead. So we had to run with that and like 2 shovels. And then like we hear, okay, so we hear the rustling on this side, right? It's like over here. And then as we running, we start hearing some more rustling like in front of us, like where we headed, out the little mouth of the woods. And so, yeah, this should be fun. All right, I'm yapping too much. Anyway, roll my intro.
In January 2015, a group of New Zealand film students were recording outside their school at Auckland's Parnell railway station. The footage you're seeing now was recorded by a student named Chris Muir. For a few minutes, Chris and his friends were messing around and having fun as they filmed. But that's when the group spotted a man and a woman wearing creepy white masks hiding in the tall grass next to
Jabberwockies. Jabberwockies. If you don't know who the Jabberwockies is, you're too young. But yeah, this and wait, where did he say that was again? Hold on.
For a few minutes, Chris and his friends were recording outside their school at Auckland's Parnell railway station. The footage you're seeing now was recorded by a son hiding in the tall grass next to the station and staring ominously at the camera.
Wait, is they coming towards you?
As it was later revealed, Chris and his buddies first thought that the masked people were probably pranksters from the school trying to creep them out, which is why they can be heard laughing throughout the footage. However, the students later confessed that it was more so nervous laughter and that they were actually pretty terrified during the encounter.
See, my homie that I be with, like, when I'm doing my little wood expedition, he keep the strap. So that problem would have been solved, like, expeditiously, especially if something like, had to escalate to those measures, those extremes. Yeah, you can't play with people like that, especially down here in the South. Like, everybody has a gun.
Disturbingly, looking at the footage, they noticed that the couple appeared to be armed. In some of the clips, it looks like one of them is holding a pistol.
Oh yeah, so we definitely gotta get on that. See, and then while we was out there digging, bro, a dude that lived like I don't even think it's his property. He lived like way far away. I guess his dog started barking at us, and then he gonna start yelling, and my other homeboy he gonna start yelling back, and bro started like coming towards us with a shotty. So yeah, I'm like, some people be trying to defend stuff that's not even theirs, and that be irritating the hell out of me.
Where's the other one? Where's the other one?
People be trying to be vigilantes and shit.
I don't see him.
As soon as the suspects got a little too close for comfort, the group ran back to the main road, after which they reportedly saw a police chopper approaching the area of the incident. It's not entirely clear who called the cops that day, but based on my research, this wasn't the first time the couple had harassed the public with their creepy masks and weapons. Earlier that week, they had terrorized a woman at Auckland's Domain Park, but left before the police were able to arrest them. When the cops arrived at the train station, Chris and his friends gave them the report, after which the Auckland Police Department uploaded a Facebook post where they urged the suspects to come forward and warned civilians to stay far away from the masked couple if they saw them. They also cautioned that if they saw someone carrying what appeared to be a weapon, they had no way of knowing if the weapon was real or fake and would be forced to approach the situation as if it were real. Shortly after that, the suspects reportedly came forward to talk to the cops. Throughout the investigation, the authorities didn't release a whole lot of information to the public about who these people were, whether their weapons were real.
You said they came forward to speak with the police? Okay, so who are they? I feel like these are, if they aren't telling us who they are, then they must be minors. They must be underage if they're not releasing like their names and faces to the public. Law 101. But interesting that they're not giving us that information.
Or what their intentions were. But one thing we know for sure is that this wasn't just an innocent prank. In fact, when a lot of people online started accusing the students of staging a prank just to get attention, a spokesperson from the school came forward to clarify that the masked suspects had nothing to do with the institute. According to an article from Vice, a police spokesperson later confirmed that the weapons were fake. But I wasn't able to find any official confirmation of this, and to this day, not a lot of people know who the suspects were or why they were terrorizing the public for no reason. Whatever the case, it's a good thing Chris and his friends were able to get away before things took a turn for the worse.
Oh, you know what that means.
Basically freedom. It's
like
a
the
giant
video.
open universe where you
Skip.
Near the base of Mount Fuji in Japan lies a forest that's known among the locals as the Sea of Trees. Interestingly, the entire forest grew out of a 30 square kilometer patch of hardened lava that was laid down by the last major eruption of Mount Fuji. A little more disturbingly though, over the years the Sea of Trees has become known as a place where people go to take their own lives.
Oh.
And if you venture far enough into the forest, it's not uncommon at all to find a body. Near the entrance of the forest, a sign written in Japanese
Hold on, wait. My bunker, the bunker that I made, looks a little bit like this.
Go to take their own lives. And if you venture far enough into the forest,
yeah, my bunker look a little bit like this.
It's not uncommon at all to find a body. Near the entrance of the forest, a sign written in Japanese reads, "Quietly think once more about your parents, siblings, and children.
Yeah,
Please don't suffer alone, and first reach out." In July 2017, urban explorer and YouTuber Burbex ventured into the forest to see what he'd find, walking his viewers through his entire journey into the Sea of Trees. But
that's the thing about like this YouTube shit, bro. You be like, cause I do want to go out exploring, and I want to, I wouldn't say necessarily go to like haunted. I do want to go to haunted, like supposedly haunted spaces, but yeah, just you will run across some creepy stuff in real life, and it don't be a game. Like you reading about it and seeing it on TV, the computer, whatever, all that. It's different. It's different than going and seeing it in real life, bro. Cause remember when one of them paused? It was Jake or Logan. Remember when they filmed that body in the forest? Y'all remember that? Same thing. And then you don't know how people's like people's loved ones, the ones that you are filming, you post that and then they see that, like, I don't know. I maybe think too much. I might be overthinking. Anyway.
Even though the video starts out tame enough, just a few minutes into his exploration, the uploader comes across an abandoned bike, and that's when things get a little disturbing.
I'm only a few meters away from the road right now.
That bike looked fresh.
I've already found an abandoned bike. It's actually a pretty nice bike. Let's take a look at it.
I'm like, did you put it on the kickstand or did somebody else?
I don't think it's been here a long time. What do we got in here? And there's a packet for a knife. I
Oh,
think I've
no.
just found some kind of note in a bag. It says 1211. I can't quite make out. I think this is somebody's name just here. And
Hey, if any of y'all can read this language, y'all y'all let, y'all let me know what this says. If if any of y'all can read this, let me know what it say. Hold on, let me back it
I
up a
think
little
this
bit
is
for you.
somebody's name just
Move
here.
your finger. All right. Boom. I can't get like a clear thing, but
And I'm not sure what this means.
if anybody could translate that,
On top
let
of
us
the
know.
bike, Burbex finds an empty piece of packaging for a kitchen knife, and a few minutes later, he comes across a note written on a plastic bag. The note translates to 1211 verified, Fuji Yoshida Police Station verified, meaning it's
Oh,
likely evidence of someone who abandoned their stuff to take their own life in the forest, confirmed by the local police station. It's incredibly haunting to think how many lives have been lost in that forest over the years, and even more disturbing to think that any random passerby could easily find the body while exploring the terrain. Over the years, the Japanese government has implemented several measures, such as placing security cameras near the entrance to track those who walk inside, as well as training volunteers to talk to the visitors who are thinking of taking their lives. Still, this hasn't stopped people from following through with it, and the fact that the media has really played a big part in
dang. Like, just think about it. If it's a known place that people go to, take, off themselves, like, would police measures like shutting down that forest, shutting down access to that forest, cut down on the amount of self deletion? Do you think that, you know, places like this, because I don't think that here in America, I don't think there's any places like that where people just, or at least it's not just like known. It might be, a local thing or something like that. But do y'all think that, places like this can be prevented or shut down, or it would make a difference in it would make a difference in the mortality rate? Now I'm sounding smart, and I've been reading, yeah. But y'all think it'd make a difference in the mortality rate if places like this were access denied places? Just a little thought. Know what y'all think?
sensationalizing the forest in recent years hasn't helped either. In early 2023, a man named David Meredith was taking his usual evening stroll through his neighborhood in Red Deer, Canada, when he suddenly saw a bull moose eating next to a tree. Hoping to catch a better glimpse, he hid behind the tree to watch. And that's when the moose turned around and started charging at him.
Oh,
To understand how incredibly dangerous this is, keep in mind that an adult male moose can run faster than 35 miles per hour, which is almost twice as fast as the max speed for the average human male. Even though moose aren't generally aggressive, they can easily trample and kill a human if they feel threatened, which is probably what happened here. Fearing for his life, David hoisted himself up the tree next to him to avoid getting stabbed by the moose.
and see, the crazy part is, I know a couple niggas that would say they could outrun a moose. I know I know a couple of y'all that watch my videos personally that would say y'all could outrun a moose and live, just because y'all are that delusional. Me, look, or one of y'all favorite responses. I'm just gonna shoot it. I'm just gonna pop the moose. I ain't gonna do with all that running. I'm just gonna pop the moose. I need y'all to get better survival skills. Way better survival skills.
His antlers.
He just ran me up a tree.
Oh, for real? Oh. He got you cornered. Bro,
As
not
soon
you
as he was
gotta
out of
stare
the moose's
down.
reach, he started recording. For about 30 seconds, the moose just stares at David, and you can hear the uploader's nervous breathing as he waits for the moose to leave. But shortly after, the moose starts charging back and forth with its head down, which is a clear sign that it's stressed and would probably trample David if he were to come down or fall from the tree.
Bro said, I'm just waiting for you to come down here. I'm waiting on your... Come here! Come here! Come here! Once you down
Based on
here,
what he
your
mentioned to the news,
boy, once you down here, your ass is grass. That's exactly what's going through them. God damn, bro. See, I've never thought about just how scary a moose would actually be. Niggas be thinking about, like, you gonna go up and pet a moose, but, bro, that actually does seem terrifying as hell. That seems truly terrifying. You gotta sit up in a tree. And then you better hope that you got balance. And he in the snow, so I hope it's not slippery. But you gotta sit up in a tree and wait for a moose to calm down and leave you alone. Cause if you go down, he finna get you gone. Bad. Damn.
station that interviewed him a couple of days later, David stayed in the tree for over 10 minutes waiting for the moose to leave him alone. When asked how he climbed...
Hold on, David, why you ain't call the homies? Why you ain't call the police? I mean, I guess 10 minutes ain't bad to just sit up and wait for a moose to leave, but still, I would have called the partners, the guys. Somebody come run interference. Come run interference. I need out. I need a good, shot up the middle. Get me out of here.
Up the tree, he demonstrated how he pulled himself up by a flimsy-looking branch, which is honestly one of the most concerning parts of this whole situation.
Oh, no.
That branch breaks, and David would have been at the mercy of a very angry moose and might not have lived to tell the tale.
Bruh.
Luckily, after seeing that David wasn't coming down, the moose finally gave up and ran off. Thanks to
Hold on. It's not funny. Just, hold on. Just, hear me out, y'all. Look at this.
breaks, and David...
Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Just... Imagine, bro, that branch break while he was trying to get up there, and bro is on his stomach. Like, he's dead ass on his stomach and face. And then the moose just ragdolling. Bro. And that is a flimsy branch. Like, if that had broken, he's like the one he has his right hand on, if that breaks and he's still able to hold on with his left, his legs is getting and he's getting taken out. So God wanted you here with us, David. For real. Cause damn, that honestly was supposed to be your ass, bro.
honestly one of the most concerning parts of this whole situation. That branch breaks, and David would have been at the mercy of a very angry moose and might not have lived to...
Look at the antlers on it. Look at the antlers. I know if that branch had broke, at least like 5 or 6 of them things would have been stuck in his side. Like, he would have been impaled. Bro, that is truly scary as shit.
Tell the tale. Luckily, after seeing that David wasn't coming down, the moose finally gave up and ran off, thanks to which the uploader was able to come down safely after waiting it out for around an extra half hour.
Oh, he sat up there for about 40 minutes?
What's
Hey,
that? I just built a
y'all like the
budgeting app
video?
in Base 44.
Yeah, I know the
You
deal.
just built an app.
In February 2018, a man named Greg Harris uploaded a GoPro video of himself riding his ATV on an unnamed trail. For the first few seconds, the footage shows pretty much exactly what you'd expect from this kind of upload. But in the blink of an eye, something extremely disturbing interrupts Greg's ATV ride.
Mm-hmm. What just happened? What just happened? Did you just hit something?
If you didn't catch it, someone had set up a metal wire between the two trees, which got caught in the uploader's helmet and forced him to stop. It's pretty disturbing to think that if Greg hadn't been so lucky, he could have been decapitated by the wire.
Bruh.
Fortunately, as mentioned in the video description, his speed, along with the wire hitting his helmet instead of his neck, caused it to break as he passed through it. It might seem shocking that anyone would even think of doing something as incredibly evil as setting up a lethal booby trap in the middle of an ATV trail. But sadly, it's actually pretty common in the dirt bike and ATV community. Sometimes these wires are set up by people trying to keep bikers off their property.
Bruh.
Others are set up by psychos who get irritated by the noise and decide to use violence to fix the issue. And the rest are
Hold on. Cause I don't think I've ever just been on an ATV trip. Like, where I come from, like, my partner had a dirt bike, but we had like an open field, like next to our neighborhood, where everybody would just go and ride bikes. And then, they was building more houses as they went. So, it got built on top of. But while that was in the development phase, we would just ride bikes all up and through the little hills and everything. But, is this real? Like, for y'all that ride bikes, have y'all ever encountered like a booby trap like this? Y'all do y'all run upon tripwires like this? Cause that is, bruh, that actually just made me scared to like, not scared, not even gonna say that, but that made me more cautious about like riding. Bro, cause my homeboy, he got like he got a motor powered scooter, like, and his scooter go like a good 40, 45 miles per hour, something like that. It's fast, but he be riding that thing like a bike and be just scooting through everything. Just, bro, if he didn't have that helmet, that's crazy.
set up by people who are just messed up in the head and want to bring harm to others for no reason.
Yeah.
In this case, it's impossible to tell who was responsible for setting up the trap. This is just one of those videos where if the wire was set up just slightly lower, the accident could have easily been fatal. Luckily, he was able to walk away with minimal injuries, and he used his video as a way to warn others to watch out for these kinds of traps, especially when riding through trees.
Man.
Back in the summer of 2014, a man named Chris was biking in the mountains near Fernie, British Columbia, when he suddenly noticed what appeared to be an animal approaching him in the tall grass. Immediately, he realized it was a mountain lion, and that's when he started recording.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's a mountain lion. He's crouching in the grass.
Oh, no.
He's actually coming towards me.
At first, it's kind of hard to see where exactly the animal is, but as Chris walks towards the trail, you can see it emerging from the grass coming closer.
Oh. Okay.
That is a mountain lion.
Bro. And it is perfectly camouflaged. That's scary. That is scary. And people be thinking mountain lions is these cute animals and they can take pictures and no, bro. A mountain lion is a lion. A lion that is in the mountains. Which makes it even more terrifying. Because that means it has a way closer proximity to you in real life. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know what?
And he's stalking me.
I got you. Oh,
Even
he
though
creeping
mountain
for
lion
real.
sightings are rare, they have been known to attack people in certain situations. And let's just say, if you see one stalking you in the tall grass, slowly approaching as it stares you down, you can be pretty certain that you're in danger. About 2 minutes into the footage, the lion starts walking a little faster, and Chris does the one thing you never do with a mountain lion by turning his back and starting to run.
Oh, damn. He think it's chase time.
Hey, Mr. Mountain Lion.
Hey, Mr. Mountain Lion? That's your... Oh.
How are you doing? Nice to see you.
Let's see if it works.
Nice to see you.
Let's see if being a gentleman.
I am much bigger than you.
Yeah, search your dominance.
Over the next
Let
couple
him
of
know.
minutes, Chris tries to get the animal to go away, but it only walks around him and continues to stalk him, staring him down in the tall grass near the entrance to the woods. A couple of minutes later, the uploader manages to take a few steps toward the main trail back to his car, but he doesn't get too far before the mountain lion cuts him off again.
He's like, boy, try to think about it. Hold on. Boy, that mountain lion, if you even think about trying to get in there, goddamn, man, I'm on your ass like white on rice, boy. About to show you what the lion and mountain lion means. Finna get bro. Usain Bolt versus a mountain lion. Usain Bolt versus a mountain lion. That's what I want to see.
Stay back. Stay there.
Yeah. Start backing up. Back up, nigga. Yeah,
Not
back
afraid
up.
of you.
Fortunately, after a few moments of tension, the mountain lion turns around and disappears into the trees.
Yeah.
Being in a position like that has
I
to
mean, you gotta let him know you ain't no bitch. You gotta let him know you ain't no bitch. You can't bitch me. Mr. Mountain Lion, see how he told him, I'm bigger than you. Then he turned around and stood his ground. I'm not scared of you. See, that's a lesson for real life, for the bullies. Man, if y'all younger, y'all watch. That's for the bullies. You gotta turn around and tell, I'm not scared of you. I'll whack you in your, yeah, man. Y'all, do it to you the worst way. You gotta. You see how it saved his life? Because the mountain lion really could have got on his ass. That is no cap. Lion could have got on his ass exponentially, easily.
downright terrifying, especially when you consider that the only reason the lion didn't attack was because it didn't want to.
Right.
And had it felt more threatened, it easily could have done some serious damage. Thankfully, it was just a close call, and Chris was able to walk away from the terrifying encounter unharmed. In March 2019, a 5-year-old girl from Fairlawn, New Jersey was playing with her friends near a creek in a wooded area behind their home right off Route 208. This was an area the family knew very well, as they'd been living there for 13 years, and the girl's father, Dave Kuroda, and his wife felt completely safe letting their kid play in the woods behind their house. But at some point during that particular afternoon, the girl came across a pile of clothing in the woods, after which she immediately ran back to tell her dad what she had found. Strangely, the clothes appeared to have been cut off a person's body, and there were suspicious red stains all over the tattered, shredded outfit. After confirming the bundle consisted only of women's clothing, Dave called the Bergen County Sheriff's Office and reported the incident, feeling like it was just too out of the ordinary for a random pile of cut-up clothes to appear near the entrance of the woods so close to his home.
See, now got called for a search party. You gotta get Officer Nico on the case. You know, gotta go round up the gang, and we gotta, start digging around the local area, man. We gotta find this body. Cold case has been reopened, man. Then put Officer Nico on the case, bro. Now we gotta, knock on a few doors, crack a few eggs. You feel me? I'll probably be I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably be a dirty cop.
Even though this was the
Be
first
getting
time their
information
daughter
the
saw
wrong
the
way.
clothes, it appeared they had been in the woods for several months, which explains some of the excessive wear and tear, but not the suspicious cuts and stains all over the outfit. Immediately, Fairlawn police started asking the public if they could identify the clothes, hoping that it was just a prank rather than something more sinister.
Telemundo.
Unfortunately, nobody came forward, and until the clothes can be linked to some sort of crime or to a victim, they can't be accepted for testing by the police department. To
What?
this day, the cops...
Hold on, wait. Did I hear that right? Say that again.
Victim, they can't be accepted for... And until the clothes can be linked to some sort of crime or to a victim, they can't be accepted for testing by the...
Unless they could be linked to a crime or victim, the clothes cannot be tested. Why? Why not? If I think you can still test it and see if there's any cases. See, this is where Officer Nico is a dirty cop, because I would have took the clothes and still tested them. Oh, this looks suspicious. This looks very suspicious. See, man, y'all lucky I'm not on case.
Police department. To this day, the cops from the Fairlawn.
Oh, yeah, that's the end of the video anyway. Yeah, but y'all let me know if y'all gonna join my police force. Y'all gonna come with me to solve these cold cases, or what we on? Anyway, man, y'all like the video, man. Comment, sub up, and yeah, I love y'all. Grateful y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all the greatest part of why I do this, man. And again, thank y'all for helping me hit the 50 subscriber goal. I love y'all, man. Y'all just amazing. But I'm out.